For Pacifica Radio, I'm Christina Onnested. Donald Trump and Joe Biden swept their party's primaries last night and are likely headed for a rematch this November, where Donald Trump will seek to take back the White House. Trump's Republican rival Nikki Haley won one primary after 16 state primaries. Tuesday night, she won the state of Vermont. She's expected to suspend her presidential campaign today. Haley's not planning on endorsing Trump. She's expected to encourage him to earn the support of the coalition of moderate Republicans and independent voters who supported her. President Joe Biden warned a Trump win would be a dark day for the nation. His campaign released a video collage last night of Haley's Republican supporters saying they would vote for Biden if Trump wins.
Hi, Nikki Haley.
I think Donald Trump is a threat to the well-being of our country.
She drops out. Would you be disappointed if she endorsed Trump?
She does, I'll vote Democrat.
No.
That's all there is to it.
It's important to me to keep Trump out of office again. Project 2025, I've read it, I've studied it. It's scary, it's frightening.
I've lived in a constitutional democracy all my life. I want to remain that way, and I want my grandchildren to grow up in one, not a dictatorship.
Biden has his own challenges. In Minnesota, the movement to vote uncommitted in the Democratic primary garnered nearly 20% of the vote in a protest of the Biden administration's support for Israel's war in Gaza, as children are starving to death there from Israel's blockade of aid. In California, Los Angeles Democrat Adam Schiff appears to have taken the lead in the vote to fill the late Democrat Dianne Feinstein's Senate seat with 33% of the vote. Republican Steve Garvey came in second with 32%. The two will square off in November. Anti-war activists were at Schiff's campaign night events to demand his support for a ceasefire in Gaza. One man was tackled by security after shaking Schiff's hand.
Free Palestine! He's killing children with our tax dollars! Take my money away from the Israeli government! Free Palestine!
Later, activists interrupted much of Schiff's speech.
We are so lucky to live in a democracy where we all have the right to protest. We are so lucky to live in that kind of democracy, and we want to make sure that we keep this kind of democracy.
Barbara Lee, a Democrat from the San Francisco Bay Area, was the only candidate who called for a ceasefire, but only secured about 7% of the vote. Another progressive, Katie Porter, won 13%. Schiff had 33%. Garvey, 32%. Independent Arizona Senator Kyrsten Sinema announced Tuesday she will not run for a second term this year. Her decision comes after estrangement from the Democratic Party left her politically homeless and without a path to re-election. Sinema said she's disappointed with the hyper-partisan turn of U.S. politics.
It's all or nothing. The outcome, less important than beating the other guy. The only political victories that matter these days are symbolic. Attacking your opponents on cable news or social media. Compromise is a dirty word. We've arrived at that crossroad, and we chose anger and division.
Senate Republicans recently blocked a bipartisan bill to help secure the U.S.-Mexico border and deliver military aid to Ukraine and Israel, which Sinema spent months negotiating. She had hoped it would be a signature achievement addressing one of the nation's most intractable challenges. Sinema had blocked efforts to support a Green New Deal and increasing the federal minimum wage. Israeli strikes in Gaza have killed at least 85 Palestinians in the last 24 hours, according to Gaza's health ministry. It's also reporting the death toll of starving children is now 18. This as children protested their conditions in the southern city of Rafah. The UN's relief agency for Palestinians says 17,000 children in Gaza are now orphans due to Israel's onslaught, and 1 in 6 children under 2 years of age is acutely malnourished in the north. I'm Christina Onnested reporting for Pacifica Radio.